Alright, it is FrOzenSwipe here, playing a game of domination on Berlin Wall. And this is a pretty good game, much better score than my last game anyway. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. And I just put my vid's only just now gone up on Legitimate Gamers. And I'll probably put a link to that video in the description. Or I'll probably put an annotation to it right about here. And you can click on that annotation and get a double dose of FrOzenSwipe. And that's really why I didn't upload earlier. I was kind of hoping that that video would be up sooner, but there's nothing I could have done about that. And anyway, this commentary is going to be a little bit different. It's going to have nothing whatsoever to do with the gameplay, and it's going to be a commentary about just random little things that I absolutely hate. And it's kind of similar to that show that Peter Griffin had in Family Guy. What was the name of it? You know what really grinds my gears? It's going to be something similar to that. And it's just going to be a like 2 or 3 things of just random pet hates that just random things that I absolutely hate, And I know some people are going to say, I hate people who use Ghost, or I hate people who, use Second Chance and camp and use the FAMAS with a suppressor and use a 74U with rapid fire, It's not going to be anything to do with Black Ops or video games or anything. It's just random things in real life that I absolutely hate. Now, the first thing that I hate, germ freaks. I can't understand people who are afraid of bacteria. We all know at least one of person who's like this. They disinfect surfaces like there's no tomorrow. Their houses are more their houses are cleaner than an operating theater. It's just ridiculous the measures they take to kind of avoid bacteria, and it's it kind of gets to me. Don't get me wrong, I have decent hygiene, I do everything that you should, I shower every day, I wash my teeth twice a day, I wash my hands when I go to the bathroom, things that we should all do. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a complete monster, but, you have an immune system for a reason. Bacteria are all around you anyway. There are thousands of bacteria in the air orbiting around your head. You can't, get rid of all bacteria by disinfecting a few surfaces. I don't even see why these people even try, And, a lot of parents are like this, and I think, we all know some parents that are like this, they're a little bit overprotective when it comes to diseases and things like that, when it comes to their kids. And if you have bacteria in your house, get your children and shove their faces in it. Children are meant to get sick, right? They need to build up some sort of an immune system. That's why they get sick, so that they build up their immune system so they don't get diseases that would be more, dangerous to them as an adult. And, Dettol would be, kind of the main company over here anyway, in Britain and Ireland, who'd sell, disinfectants, these sprays, wipes, soaps, that kind of thing. I'm sure they're over in America as well. It's just that I know for a fact that, they're the main people, who specialise in that, the main company who specialise in that sort of stuff over in Britain and Ireland anyway. And, they have the most fear-mongering ads going. And some of the bullshit they come out with is ridiculous, all of their soaps kill 99.9% of bacteria. What about the other 0.1%, do we have to just deal with that other 0.1%? Why can't you kill that 1.1%? Surely it's only just one final push to eradicate that pesky 0.1%, but no, Dettol just can't seem to do it. But anyway, some of the ads are just ridiculous. One of them, it claims that 2 bacteria can become 2 million overnight. Well, okay, well, say for example, you have a kitchen surface or some sort of surface that has 2,000 bacteria on it. You wipe that down with Dettol, and, Dettol kills 99.9% of bacteria. That's going to leave 2 bacteria, which overnight will become 2 million, apparently. And okay, so then you go back the next day, you disinfect it again, but 99.9% of bacteria gone. That still leaves that'll still leave 2,000, which is back to what we have out before. And then all of them are going to multiply overnight, so you're going to have loads more bacteria. So, I mean, Dettol doesn't eradicate bacteria like you'd think it would. It just kind of slows down the rate at which they grow. That's not really helpful, you know, if you can't get rid of all of this bacteria. Which is what you'd expect all these disinfectants to do. And the other one that really got me was this no-touch hand wash system. And pretty much, you know the traditional soap pump, right? You push down the top, the soap squirts out and onto your hand, you rub it in, you wash your hands, right? But, you know, this was like every time you come into contact with your soap pump, you know, harmful every time you touch your soap pump with, you know, your bacteria-infested hands, your bacteria transfers onto the soap pump, and the soap pump gains loads and loads of bacteria on top of it. So when you touch it, you get all of the bacteria. Oh, it's dangerous. That's why we have a new Dettol no-touch hand wash system, which you just wave your hand in front of it, and it dispenses the bacteria without you touching anything. Well, if I am going to be touching the top of a soap pump, odds are it's probably because I want to, you know, dispense soap and wash my hands with this soap. And the only reason that, you know, getting, you know, a sudden splurge of bacteria on my hands would be a problem if, you know, there's a problem with your soap. Like, you know, it's just some of the stuff that, you know, these people just, I don't think they've properly thought through. And I mean, they're just completely fear-mongering, and some of the, like, it's just complete bullshit. And I mean, okay, topic number 2. When you have to explain a joke to someone, it's never as funny as when you just tell the joke. And another kind of example of this is when you're in a, you know, a kind of a group conversation, and, you know, the perfect kind of situation aligned, the stars align, the perfect situation. You come out with like some sort of funny skit or impression or something like that, and, you know, just under the perfect circumstances at the perfect time, it becomes, you know, hilarious. Everyone laughs and everyone thinks it's funny. Then somebody else, you know, joins the group, and you know, everyone who's already in the group kind of goes, "Oh, go on, tell him the thing, go do the thing." And it's like, well, no, I don't want to. I was like, and then, you know, the guy who's just joined kind of built, you know, he's kind of bought into this. He's built up some sort of expectation now. He's like, "Oh, go on, do the thing. I want to know what the thing was. What was the thing?" And he's like, "Oh, go on, do the thing. And he's like, "No, I don't want to do the thing." And, you know, it eventually gets to the point where you're just like, "Okay, fine, I'll do the thing." And you do it, and then, you know, the guy who's there is like, "Oh, no." The guy who's just joined is like, "Oh, that wasn't that funny." And I'm just like, "That's what I was trying to tell you. That's why I didn't want to do it in the first place." Oh, that really pisses me off. And, okay, last but not least, Super Sweet 16. I absolutely despise that show. All of the kids are just stuck-up little brats, you know, who have no appreciation of what they have compared to everyone else. You know, they really piss me off. Like, I mean, the fact that, you know, they're trying to get everything absolutely perfect. They, you know, their party has to be the biggest, the best party ever, you know? And it's, like, I mean, and they're just such stuck-up brats, and, you know, they sulk when they don't get their own way, or if, you know, something's not the way they want it to, you know, they'll sulk, or, you know, they'll moan and they whinge about it. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, you're getting, like, the best party ever, right? You don't have the right to complain, you know? And they get, you know, they always get, like, a car, right? And, which is fair enough in the States, because I know in certain states, you know, you get your learner's permit at 16, but, I mean, over in Britain, they have, obviously, you know, Super Sweet 16 UK. In Ireland, anyway, you can't even apply for your permit until you're 17. So these kids are getting cars that they can't use. It's ridiculous. And another thing, one guy spent like £200,000 in his party. If I spent that on my party, I'd be dead. Though, in fairness, it would make a much more interesting show. Anyway, this has been FrOzenSwipe. If you stuck with me through all my rambling, you know, thanks for watching.